Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Daniel Poppy, host of How to Write Good here on Public House Media. I just want to thank you for listening to the following broadcast brought to you by Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope that you'll come check out my show, How to Write Good, the writing show that is not about writing. A new show of How to Write Good comes out every Wednesday, so don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of How to Write Good. Again, thanks for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Katie's not here. I guess I could just move over to this side of the couch and take up the whole thing. Might as well. She's not here for the week. Katie is in Seattle. You'll see her in a couple of minutes from what she's doing in Seattle. She got a new job with Amazon, and Amazon's headquarters are based in Seattle. So she is there learning a bunch of cool things and meeting people and getting things ready for her new position with Amazon. So that means I'm here all alone. Usually it's me leaving for a couple of days, and Katie is stuck here in the apartment by herself. I do not envy her position being here alone in the apartment all the time. I mean, sometimes it's nice, you know, sometimes it's nice to have a place to yourself, except for Mr. FuzzyFace who's sleeping over there, and you think you get the whole bed to yourself, but really, you know, I mean, Katie and I, we've been married for so darn long that I'm always just going to sleep on my side of the bed anyways. You know, getting to go to the bathroom with the door open, it's pretty cool, I guess. But hey, eventually, at the end of the day, when I'm used to having a discussion with my wife, I'm stuck with Mr. FuzzyFace, and he doesn't offer a ton of feedback. When you're on the road, it's different because you're busy, you're doing a bunch of stuff, and you know, by the end of the day, you just retire to your hotel room and you go to sleep. But now, you know, at home, it's a little tough, and I'm experiencing the other side of the coin, and you know, I'm getting through it all right. But hey, got to admit, I'm missing my better half, and as you can see, when I'm missing my better half, I get a lot done around the apartment. All right, that's a little joke. I get more done than just sitting on the couch and doing nothing. But I get a little restless, you know. And if I'm home alone, and if I'm, you know, I have to do something other than, you know, sit on the couch, watch TV, play video games, something other than that. Usually it's, you know, talking to Katie, going out shopping with her, you know, taking care of household things with her, or making sure that the house is ready by the time she gets home. I work from home, so I'm home now all day to get stuff done around the apartment when she's off at work. So when she's not coming home to anything, there's significantly less things for me to get done for the apartment to look nice when she gets home. So what do? Happy you asked. I decided to try to make a new type of coffee. Not like really a new type of coffee, but a different, you know, play with couple of different flavors, you know, left from Halloween, and we'll see what we come up with. So don't go away. We're going to be coming right back with a quick video from Katie in Seattle, and we will see the different coffee flavor that I tried to develop right after this break on Coffee with Keith and Katie. Don't go away.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me in Seattle. A lot of you know that I recently got a new job with Amazon. I'll be giving tours at their fulfillment center in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So this week I'm in Seattle at headquarters. to do some training and to meet Jeff Bezos, hopefully. So just got in today, my flight just got in, I have the rest of the day to just kind of hang out. So I wandered around Pike Place Market, it was cool. It smelled like fish, because there were dead fish, because it's a market, you know. Also had to go to the very first Starbucks, opened in 1971. I got my usual, tall caramel latte, no foam. First sip, right here. See if I can do it right. Hot, hot, hot. So good. It's a latte from Starbucks. I actually had to wait in line. I was not expecting that. I shouldn't have been surprised, but I was. So I waited in line, got my coffee, found this cool little tiny courtyard, and now I'm just going to enjoy a couple of sips. I'm going to commune with the pigeon. There's one pretty cool pigeon I've named Daniel. He's been hanging around here. That's all I can think of for now, but I'll be at other Seattle places and we'll keep you posted.
Alright everybody, so with Katie out of town for the week, it's just me, and with no guidance in my life whatsoever when she's not here, I started thinking of different things and projects that I can do to completely surprise her when I'm gone. But I've rearranged the apartment a number of times when she's been gone, and she's gotten back, and it's been a complete surprise for her. I'm not going to do that again this time. I think we have the apartment set up just the way it should be. So I was having my morning coffee this morning, and I thought maybe try to develop a new coffee flavor. Not really develop a new coffee flavor with like a new bean and everything like that, but how are some ways for me to spice up my morning coffee? I'm going to take a sip of that first though. The city. Anyways, it's a quick little office thing. Anyways, so what we have over here is our Central America Starbucks roast that is in the coffee pot right now. Brewed that this morning, and it's the last of it. Just ran out of it all this morning. So got our trusty Coffee with Keith and Katie coffee mug here, and we have some leftover Halloween candy. Putting the Snickers or the M&Ms in there I think would be a little too obvious. The coffee already has a little bit of a cocoa finish, but I thought, what if we put Skittles in the coffee to give it a little bit of a fruity flavor? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick the cherry flavor. I'm gonna pick the red Skittles, open a couple of them, and see how it tastes after the coffee sits and brews on it for a second. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I have the Skittles in the cup. I'm gonna pick out all the flavors except the red ones. I don't want a rainbow tasting coffee that just tastes like pure sugar Skittles. That's weird. Just want a subtle taste of cherry flavor to see if we can make any sort of decent tasting coffee with that. So, got my Skittles right here. Okay, so I have my red Skittles all in there at the bottom, enough for a complete layer at the bottom of the cup. I figure that should be good. Now the moment of truth. I'm gonna pour the coffee over the Skittles. This has not been a scientifically well thought out experiment. Just thought, hey, this might be something to do, so why not try it? I do have all the leftover Skittles right here. Those aren't going to go to waste, trust me. But let's see if we can make a new flavor of coffee, a hybrid between Starbucks and Skittles, going for the Starbucks, what should we call it? Starbucks Rainbow Cherry flavor. Boom. Starbucks Rainbow Cherry. Trademarked. Let's try it. Oh, I can already smell it. Gonna let that sit for a couple minutes. Let it brew. And then we'll see what we got. We'll see how it goes. Again, wasn't a well thought out experiment, but figured it'd be worth it. Try to create new flavors of coffee early in the morning before we get the day started. Get the creative juices flowing. If not, if it doesn't taste good, I'm sure it'll be a big, nice kick of sugar. So here we go. It's not bad. It's really not too bad. The really strong flavor of the coffee kind of counteracts the real strong flavor of the sugar and the cherry. If I were to, I put about, I'd say 8 to 10 ounces, probably 9 ounces of coffee in this cup, and I coated the entire bottom with the Skittles. If I had to do it again, I'd probably a little less Skittles. But again, the strong coffee flavor kind of meshes well together with the Skittles coffee. So with the Skittles, so it's really not all that bad. I expected it to be worse. I didn't expect it to be awful, but I actually didn't expect to enjoy it this much. It kind of does just offer a nice little flavor of cherry with the strong coffee flavor. Maybe a different flavor of coffee would do it as well. Again, we got the Central America blend from Starbucks. Maybe maybe something a little different. Maybe Guatemala or something would work better with the Skittles. But again, not too bad. I've enjoyed it. I still have a little bit to go. Will I finish the cup? I'll probably finish the cup. The flavor might get stronger at the bottom, as I'm sure it hasn't completely dissolved evenly throughout the entire cup yet, because again, this is not an FDA scientifically improved food mix-up. It's just something I decided to try. And you know what? It's not that bad. The Starbucks Rainbow Cherry flavor. Not sure if you'll be able to pick it up in the supermarkets yet, but maybe someday. That's what we do on Coffee with Keith and Katie. We are trendsetters. We decide to do bold things and go where no coffee drinker has gone before. And we're always going to come out on the other side of the cup better for it. Everybody, have a great week. Thank you for joining me here in Chicago and Katie for a brief second over there in Seattle. And we will see you next week for more Coffee with Keith and Katie on Public House Media. Everybody take care.